Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Red Warrior and I'm thrilled to announce my upcoming series of a tutorial for a Doom 2016 Ultra Nightmare 100% speedrun. In the past few months, this amazing category has become more popular and it is great to see an influx on the leaderboards on speedrun.com. I take this as an opportunity to help people to have an easier start into this particular run. However, it is directed to players who have played this game before and know how it works. So I won't go into further details about, for example, how each individual upgrade for weapon mods work, etc. I will be showcasing each level separately and will be talking about the route itself, what strategies I pursue, the way I spend my Praetorsuit tokens, as well as when and how to spend my weapon upgrade points. Even though I will go through all this from a speedrunner's perspective, everything in this run can be done slowly and even without a timer when you are simply going for a normal 100% clear without the intention of submitting it to the leaderboard. Regardless of your intention, I would highly recommend to start using a timer, for example live split, as soon as possible. The earlier you get used to the fact that the timer is running, the more relaxed you will be in the long run and won't feel pressured that much anymore. Do not underestimate this psychological effect. Even though this tutorial series is for the Ultra Nightmare difficulty, it applies entirely to Nightmare as well. The only differences are that in Nightmare you have to go through the intro section of the game, which adds a couple of minutes to your entire run. Also, the number of codices varies. On Ultra Nightmare you do not acquire the codex entries for the pistol, the Praetorsuit and the shotgun, because you have those items by default and cannot physically pick them up as you would on any other difficulty. Also, in this run I will not be using any rail boosts to fly through the level, I will not go out of bounds and will not be abusing checkpoint reloads, which wouldn't be working on Ultra Nightmare anyways. Those things are not against the rule set per se, but I personally dislike seeing them in a 100% category. Additionally, the majority of the community is not interested in watching that approach either. So, talking about the rule set, let's take a brief look at that one. No console commands permitted, no force close in the game such as Alt F4, full combat rating per level from Foundry onwards, all secrets per level, all mission challenges from level 2 onwards, all Argent cells, all Praetor tokens, all weapon masteries, all rune masteries and all codices. The easiest way to verify a successful 100% run is to capture the end screen right before glory killing the Spider Mastermind. There you have to prove that you have 11 combat points, all masteries for the weapons, all Argent cells and Praetorsuit upgrades, all masteries for runes, and all the codices. Note the two missing weapon codices on Ultra Nightmare, which are the pistol and the shotgun, as well as the missing artifact, which is the Praetorsuit itself. On non-Ultra Nightmare runs, you will have those ones anyways. The missing monster codex is in fact the spider herself. You will get this entry after performing the final glory kill. The next thing I would like to talk about are keybinds. In Doom 2016 you have a lot of weapons to choose from. You may already have your own keybinds that suit you well and are happy with, but for those who may not be comfortable in using their own binds or still even use the default ones, I would suggest to consider readjusting their binds. Because in fact I used the default binds for quite a while and they hindered me in performing a clean execution and slowed me down when I ultimately gunned into speedrunning. So I've changed my movement keys to ESDF and on that base, as well as with the help of ByteMe, I've bound my keys in a way that made sense to me. On the right side I have my rocket launcher on R, super shotgun on T and the Gauss cannon on G. So this is what we refer to as the alpha rotation or heavy weapon rotation, because with that combination you'll get the highest damage output possible with your standard weapons. With my binds they're really easy to reach regardless of the direction you're moving to. On the left side of ESDF I have the light weapons, which I often use, especially in the early game. Most importantly, my combat shotgun on A. Paired with explosive shot, I use this weapon the most, even in combination with my alpha rotation. Furthermore, I have the assault rifle on Q and the plasma rifle on W. Because I use the pistol as well as the chain gun the least, in fact only for the weapon masteries, I have them sort of out of my way but still accessible. Pistol on 5 and chain gun on 6. The remaining two special weapons are on V for the chainsaw and B for the BFG. I use my thumb to press those keys, which usually rests on the spacebar anyways, while slightly touching the V key, so I always know where those weapons are. A further and actually the most important keybind is scroll jump. This means to bind your jump on your mouse wheel down. This is actually important because scroll jump allows you to jump higher than the spacebar jump and hence lets you perform several jumps with ease or allow particular jumps in the first place, which would almost be impossible without the mouse wheel. A last thing about weapons is that I will use the term DKSMS a lot from map 6 Kedinje Sanctum throughout the rest of the game. This is a technique that allows you to shoot an instant siege mode shot from the Gauss cannon. In short, there are two ways. Equip any other weapon instead of the Gauss cannon itself, switch to the Gauss, and while switching weapons hold down Alt fire and fire simultaneously. The other option is to equip the Gauss, hit your melee button and again hold down Alt fire and fire at the same time. For a more detailed look into the DKSMS, there's a tutorial of my friend ByteMe in his FPS Academy playlist on YouTube. I will leave the link in the description. For the end of this video, I would like to do some major shoutouts. To my good friend ByteMe, who planted the idea in my mind to make a 100% speedrun tutorial and gave me tons of feedback in the process of getting started. Additionally, I would have never started speedrunning this game if I had not gotten to know him. He has always helped me to improve. Next to Phenomenon, the owner of the Doom community Discord server. It is an amazing place to be at and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Feel free to join the server yourself, you will find the link in the description of this video. To Meta, who gave me feedback about this project as well as a few tips in terms of video editing. To mZHg, the developer of the software named Doom History, which is a big help for practice purposes for this run on Nightmare and if you want to practice certain arenas over and over again. I have used it a lot and in fact I'm still using it today. And lastly to glurmo, who was involved in developing LiveSplit's autosplitter and programmed the splits we use in 100%. Thank you everybody for watching and I will be seeing you in the first gameplay video, the UAC.